Buddy,
not looking good.
I'm the first to find out about news. I get news hot off the presses. Yeah, my whole algorithm is
Dude, your post
is
honestly,
designed for. I don't know. I don't know how it's out of my control now.
yeah. The news comes to you.
Yeah, no, the
You're a reporter.
algo the algo's taking fully over.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I do find out a lot of shit because of the posts you put on Instagram, and it fucking kills me every time.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Because I'm somehow my page is like a fucked up news outlet. But then with talk, it's all over the place.
No, but the Johnny Depp one that you recently posted is one that had me dying.
The Johnny Depp one is crazy, man, because I've been following that case for 4 years. That's the thing. Most of my stuff is all bullshit. It's like stuff that can't make me money. That's what's so stupid about it. But then on YouTube, I'll follow crypto and NFTs. Yeah. So, but on Instagram, it's solely for the bullshit. It's not there for nothing else. And it's news that I didn't make up. So it trips me out. Yeah. It's like, but I've been following that case for years because I smoked a joint with Johnny. Yeah. With JD.
No way.
A lot of people did that. So that's not like I'm, cool or something, because he knows how to, he don't threaten him to a good time. And he was hella cool. That doesn't mean anything, but that was so I had a personal experience with him. It was my homeboy John. He's a musician, so he invited me to this party in LA. It was not a party, it was a album release party. Yeah. And it was Willie Nelson's son was his band. Was doing the thing, and they did at these studios, famous studios that like Fleetwood Mac and them recorded their albums or whatever. And I had a bunch of pre-rolls on me, and I go outside to smoke, and Johnny's in there right outside, Johnny Depp, and he's like, hey, hella vest on, like 4 or 5 vests. At least 5 vests.
What the fuck?
That's his swag.
5 vests?
He has a bunch of vests. He wears a lot of vests. I didn't ask questions.
I think 1 vest is one too many still.
He had, not for Johnny. Johnny likes a lot of vests, man. And he had a bunch of fat vests and they was different jewelry, but not fancy jewelry. It was like
the rock
gypsy, gypsy jewelry.
Oh, that vest
he had gypsy swag. He was cool, man. He looked at me, he said, hey, like that. I said, hey, what's up, man? Oh, shit. And that's it. And then he went in, and he was like, how's it? How's it going on in there? So I said, it's good in there. And then he went up. I said, shit, goddamn, Johnny Depp, that's all right. I didn't say his name or nothing. And then I went, got my joints, and then I go back up, and then everyone was looking for weed upstairs. And one of the band members like, yo, man, I heard you got some weed. He said, I got a bunch of weed. He goes, I'm Willie Nelson's son. I got weed. So he had a whole thing of weed, but no grinder, no. So it was mountains of weed, and then he's like put a bunch in my hand. He said, "Here." I said, "Look, just keep it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't move with this. There's too much loose weed.
I gotta put this in my pocket.
I can't do nothing with this." I said, "It's on the house, man. I didn't do it, but it was all. I'm just bringing that up because it was a very good vibe, very generous vibe, man. People was giving people." Johnny's over there, and I said, "Can I smoke here?" They go, "Yeah." So we're smoking, listening to music, and Johnny like slimed over. He goes, "Hey, I smell a little something I like." I said, "Hey, man," I said, "You want to jump in this?" He said, "Yeah." So we started smoking. Yeah, listen to some music. It was a great experience, a great night, man.
Like a great guy.
Johnny was cool, man. So yeah, to see what he's going. What he put himself through, and it's interesting too because you got Will Smith, right?
Yo,
and you got Johnny. These are 2 icons of men or whatever, right? The coolest, as cool as it comes, and swagged out of this universe, getting terrorized at home, abused, yes. Abused. Let's
use that word.
Yes.
Men can be abused too.
He too.
She put shit on the bed, dude.
Yeah. She literally, she was with the shits. Amber Heard was with the shits. I've said it. If I said it once, I said it before. Amber Heard was with the shit.
Yeah, what kind
And I
of?
want that on the record.
Oh,
So that was almost so disrespectful that it was
Listen,
dope.
look
That it
at-
was almost dope. It was so disrespectful that it was hilarious.
what would you do if you woke up and you see shit on the side of your bed? Like, what would you do?
I go, I ain't shit. I'd say I ain't shit.
Yeah, that woman don't respect you.
Obviously you ain't shit.
You're
You
shit at all.
literally shit.
I'm like, well, fuck.
You ain't shit. If your girl shits in the bed on you, you
Yeah.
really ain't shit. That's like, and
She ain't
for it
trying
to
to
happen
impress
to,
you.
for it to happen to Johnny,
To Johnny.
right? So that let me off the hook of trying to be this. Well, I already was off it, but I'm not on that happy wife, happy life shit.
Yeah.
I really mean this.
Boundaries.
And boundaries, man. Boundaries, brother. And
beautiful thing.
so you see Will and Jada goals, relationship goals, right? For years.
Yeah.
That's what we were sold. And then this man's living in a hell, No, all surrounded, sleeping with the enemy.
Sleeping with the enemy?
Surrounded by his own family. No one wants him. His own daughter wants Tupac back.
Man, you see that note thing? Too?
I saw
that,
it.
That can be real.
I would leave
can't be
my
real.
fucking family, Ola, so quick. Just like my dad did. I would leave. And I wouldn't turn back.
Yo, sorry, that just caught me so
yeah,
fast.
yeah. I said it. I said that. I mean it.
Nah, man, like, yeah,
Yeah,
you walk away
man.
from that kind of situation.
Hey, I
Even
know
your
where.
daughter.
Don't do me no favors. That's what I would tell my daughter.
I'm like, how can you sit through all of that? That's the thing. I'm like, that's a lot of love you're giving. It's like,
Well, Will Smith seems like one of them guys who, like, I heard him, he spoke a lot. We know a lot about him. He's not a Daniel Day-Lewis.
yeah.
You don't know shit about Daniel. I may be Daniel Day-Lewis. That's how little you know about him. He could
true,
be
yeah.
undercover. He'll be a road comedian
For life.
For life, yeah. I'm saying he was always saying about how if you put me on a treadmill, I'm gonna run, and the next guy, no one's gonna outrun me. Like that approach doesn't work in everything.
I stay hungry, man.
Yeah. In love, it ends up looking like that, man. We all have been in relationships.
Man, something I've been learning, especially watching Johnny Depp and Will Smith, is just knowing when to walk away. I feel like we should normalize that. Like, it's okay to be like, nah, this situation ain't right.
Yo, before I fuck with what you're saying, I gotta introduce you.
Yeah.
Ola Dada, that's the person that's
Yeah,
the
me.
guest.
Daniel Ray Lewis, that's me.
That's the what you say?
Daniel Ray
Daniel
Lewis.
Day Lewis.
Yeah.
You said Daniel Ray
I
Lewis.
said Ray, my bad.
I
That's the
said
next
Ray
one.
Lewis. I was thinking the football player.
Football player, me too.
Yeah, Ola Dada, man, he's a funny ass comic. I done seen him come up from a little pup.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, to being one of the big dogs here in Canada.
Yes, sir.
Laying his Mac down, and it's good to have you, man.
Thank you. I want to talk about my Frost Week in comedy. Like, I feel like every profession has a Frost Week.
What you mean? What do you?
Like, I remember the first time we met up, and it was I think it was at that gay bar.
Junction.
Junction, yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw him. Oh shit, Dino! I saw him at Susie's room. I'm like, oh man, let me give him a ride. I'm like, I'll be right back. I go to the bathroom, came back, you were gone.
Yeah. I don't take rides.
I was like, you know what? This is Frost Week. I'm like, y'all seen Dino?
No, that's a fact. I don't.
I was like, wait, what?
I don't take rides. Yeah, I don't take rides.
Yeah, I learned that day.
I don't take rides, and I Irish goodbye.
Yo,
I
remember when I saw you at what's that room that shut down? I had all the photos on the wall.
Oh, Keno.
Keno, yeah, I went to Keno. I pulled through, and I'm like, Dino, what's up? And you're like, hey man, what's good?
I was here. Yeah. I just, I didn't know you, man.
I know,
and
it's fair, I understood.
I don't jump in cars with strangers. You know.
Honestly, that's a good rule, man.
It's a great rule, man, and I don't like. I like that time of driving to the gig. It's kind of like that's my time to do my own thing.
Yeah.
So I don't like going to gigs with people, man.
With random people, yeah, not
With people, period.
Yeah,
I mean, unless we're just riffing so good, then it's like on the way to the gig, we're in shape, we're moving,
dude, I feel
we're
you, man.
shaking.
I was an open micer at the time, bro. I was
Oh no, it's comics who it's veterans, man. That it's a horrible ride with.
Oh no, I hate those.
It's a horrible ride. I mean, yeah, man. People talk we're on a pod, so we're gonna be talking like.
Yeah.
But on the ride, I don't talk a lot, man. I like let people. I like to hear. I like to laugh. I like people say. But when someone's talking a lot and they're not being funny, I hate it.
I hate when people run bits. I hate when you're trapping and the dude's just running bits for days, bro. I'm just like, fuck.
And why do people tell such long fucking stories? That's what we need to really normalize is people taking about half of whatever they was going to say. Yeah. I want it to where you tell me a story and I got questions. That's how short I want it. To where I go, wait, what happened with the dude? I didn't hear enough about the one guy. I want notes I want feedback like that.
I want point A to point B right now, okay?
I just, give me a hook. You can take me around the block too, but you got to hook me. Hook me.
Give me something good, man.
Hook me and book me, man. I'm in for the journey, but this is always this big setup to a nothing ass story that doesn't go nowhere.
Dude, that's what I got respect about you, man. I seen you just straight up I'm not about this story.
Yeah.
I wasn't, just walk away. I'm just like, you know what, man, I need to be like this, man.
It's crazy, man, because people, it's a lonely road, I'll tell you that. It's a lonely road.
I've taken the high road and it's not even nice, bro.
The high road's crowded.
Yeah, bro.
I'm on the low road.
No, sitting there and listening to that bullshit ain't worth it.
There's plenty of space here. On the low road, there's always room for one more.
Yeah.
That's the motto, man. Yeah, because people always tell these stories, man, that you'll be listening to, and you'll see. Have you ever seen a guy get tired telling their own story?
Oh, yeah.
Like to where guys talking, and then he starts yawning in the middle of his story. And then he goes, what was I talking about? I said, you cocksucker. Now I gotta remind you of your stupid ass story. Fuck you,
I'm the only
man.
one paying attention to this shit. I'm the fool here.
Yeah, no, so when I grew up in a house of 8. That's that, and my brothers were funny, man. So, and they would be in today's society jerks.
Yeah.
Considered jerks in social etiquette because of like, hey, get to it, man.
Yeah.
That kind of attitude, and with that time for attention was so short, and if you bombed, if you was they go, what? Get to that story sucked.
There's no room for uncertainty.
There was no room for any bullshit. So, that's how I'm fucked up. I think like that.
I feel you. Nigerians are like that, bro. Like, people talk over each other heavy. And, especially my fiance, Chelsea, like, she's a little bit quieter. So when she came over for dinner and we were all just talking at the table, I'm like, yo, you're not going to say anything if you don't assert yourself. It's a conversation. She'd be like, and then I'll just watch my dad just like, nah. You know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, man. She's like, nah, I finally get it. I'm like, yeah. You really got to put yourself in there.
Yeah. That's funny, man, how Africans and black, because there's a difference.
There's a difference.
People don't know that there's a difference. People always trying to act like we're the same fucking guy. We're not. Thank you.
We're fucking
Fuck.
not.
Thank you.
American black is so different from
It's so
Canadian
different
black.
From Canadian black and African black.
African black is so
That's
all different.
Those are all 3 different things.
Yo,
finally, someone gets it.
It's like, okay, there are traits that we may emulate.
That's the interesting thing.
But
yeah.
like the ideology, the worldview is so different.
It's just so you grew up in Canada.
Yes.
And your parents were first generation.
First generation, yeah.
Okay, and then what made them come to? Not to make this an interview, but we never talked like this, so this is good. I'm just curious. So what made them come? What brought them to Fort McMurray?
Fort McMurray, Alberta, baby.
So is that north?
That's way north, man.
Okay,
by the city.
Yeah,
the oil rigs, man.
By the oil rigs. Yeah. Okay.
My dad, he was working for Coca-Cola for like a couple years, and quite frankly, he just moved around a lot. And my dad was just looking for a more stable job. Honestly,
he was in the Coke game, and then So did he find? He was in that in Nigeria.
Nigeria, yeah.
And he was an engineer. What was he?
He was. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what he did, but he just traveled around a lot and just visited a lot of different Coca-Cola factories.
Yeah.
And his job just required him to move a lot, and he just started looking for different opportunities. And quite frankly, but they just wanted to give us a better opportunity.
So,
right?
I want to get into that. Jordan, do you have any water? Yes. Please, thank you.
Yes, please,
Oh,
please.
I'm so thirsty.
Yeah, man.
All the time. So he moved better opportunity. So what were they living like in Nigeria?
Oof, man, people don't understand, man.
Yeah, tell us about
Nigeria,
the dirt,
man.
ashy foot Africans.
Yo, like, let me tell you, the money in Nigeria is crazy, man.
But I thought, I'm confused because I think of Nigerian. Let me tell you what I think, and then
I know
the truth.
TVOs do this shit.
Is get money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fly. It's really
There's
like
hustlers in Nigeria, man.
Man, there's some hustle in a good way. So I'm not knocking it. I think like that. And then you got what they want to be like, oh, the scammers. Everyone's,
still hustling.
A Nigerian
Still hustling.
Killing it. You can't be mad at
people taking playbooks from us.
Yeah, you get that email, send the bag.
Nah,
I'm an African prince and all of that kind of stuff.
Yo, people taking a page out of our book, bro. We invented that call scam shit. Now different races doing it. We've been doing this. We've been this. We put it on the map, baby. You kidding me? People plagiarizing our shit.
Great, that's good stuff.
But like,
but the average citizen there is not. What are they living like?
Oh, thank you. The average citizen in
Or
Nigeria.
is there middle class, upper class? What's it?
There's not a lot of middle class. Like, if you really ever see anybody outside of Nigeria, you need to understand they already have a lot of wealth. Because
to make it out.
Because it's honestly just so much money to even get out. Like, obviously the conversion, like everything in general. So anytime I see anybody out here, I know like back in Nigeria or back home, they got some money.
Okay.
Yeah. So like in Nigeria, man, like when I first moved to Canada, I remember like it wasn't that thing where like I was excited for because my lifestyle changed drastically. Because in Nigeria, like, we had drivers, we had gate dudes.
That's what I want to know.
We had people cleaning the crib, and then my mom.
So you guys were living good.
We were living good, and then we came to Fort.
Yeah, right.
People don't get that, man. I came and my mom was like, here's a broom.
That's what I'm trying to say, is you said your dad moved here for better opportunities. For who?
I don't even know. I don't think about it.
For who? Why didn't you stay in Africa?
I don't know. I ate the bullshit, man. I drank the Kool-Aid.
So when someone says go back to Africa,
I wish I wish I could.
Good idea.
I wish I fucking could. Yeah.
Well, why don't you go back to Africa?
This feels like therapy.
You know how good I was living in Africa? You fucking dingy hillbilly.
Fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You wish you were in Africa.
That's so funny. That's what we don't know as a black American. We don't know shit about Africa.
Yeah.
Except what they show you, which is ashy foots and
run around with
and
no
dumb
shoes.
shit.
Yeah.
And that's like, how did humanity started here? All the drip started here. Is all the drip gone?
Nah, man. The drip is ruthless over there, man. In Nigeria, like, there's no, like, oh, this person's homeless. Let's make a shelter for him. No, they're like, why the fuck don't you just work and get yourself out of it? That's the mentality, man.
So everyone in Nigeria is a Republican.
Pretty much. Yo, man,
all black Republican?
Yo, pretty much.
That's great.
Dude, no, you got to work
I'm
your way
learning
up,
so
man.
much.
I'm
learning so
you,
much. This is so
the
perfect.
Nigerian mentality, I don't know. I guess it's probably what helped me in comedy. I'm not allowed to listen to excuses. You know what I mean? Like my mom literally, for everything, every time I play basketball, every time I want to go play basketball as a kid, my mom was like, nothing but the best. You know what I mean? There was no room for second place or anything like that. That was the way I was raised.
Yeah.
So it's so hard for me to like look at excuses. I'm like, coming from Nigeria, man, when I see, again, obviously I'm not trying to compare struggles. You know what I mean? Like when I see people struggling out here, it's just harder for me to let myself make excuses for myself. You know what I mean? Because I know where I came from, what it's like back in Nigeria. Like there's no homeless shelters in Nigeria, man. If you're homeless, like you out in these streets by yourself. Like no government support, nothing.
That's a fact, man. Like I've been on record saying that I don't give homeless white people a cent. And
I can't. Just can't.
And blacks too.
I'll send that up so you said it.
You want to say it? You want it? I'll give you what you want. I'm definitely conservative now. There's a dude. I saw a dude, and there's a difference from homeless and bum. And for some reason, making fun of a bum is punching down. But it's like, I used to be a bum. So it's like, bums are part of being a bum. Part of the rub is you get to get made fun of a little bit.
Facts.
That's the facts. Mm-hmm. That's different than someone who is who's going through some mental issues. Mm-hmm. In my book, this is me. This is where I'm coming from. mental issues, you lost your job, you got a family, you're working, you took a hit and you're working I saw a bum start his shift. Like the nigga walked up to the thing and sat down and just did this. So I'm like, oh, this is a job. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like you literally, because I would wonder, like I get up and I walk down Denman, I'm like, okay, this guy's always here. How long is he here? Is this where he stays? Mm-hmm. But it's like, no, he doesn't stay here. He stays somewhere else. And he walked over and sat down and he did full spread. You gotta walk him. He doesn't, he just, and I'm like, this guy's just depressed.
There's a level of freedom.
He's just depressed, man. Get up, man.
Come on,
yeah,
you got
get
this.
up, bro. That's what so you say that. If you say that, you sound like a white man or something, a white American. But it's like, yo, what are we doing here?
You got this, man. Oh, God.
No, well, yeah, for real. Like, your legs work. What are you doing?
Man, in Nigeria, bro, like, especially the way I was raised, even like I remember growing up, if I was crying about something, my mom, like, she was like, listen, it's okay to be sad, but let's try and figure out what the solution is. My mom never let me wallow down in some, like, again, depression in the Nigerian home is not even something that they, like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, obviously, we understand mental health is important. It's just like we preach more finding a solution for that problem. It's just, if there's a problem, let's try and find a solution. Not, hey, let's sit here. Oh, he has depression. You know, like, you know, you're not allowed to, like, okay, yeah, you have depression. What are you gonna do about it?
Right, yeah, you weren't even allowed.
I'm not even allowed to just self-pity. Self-pity is just not a part of the subscription. My parents never subscribed to all that shit, man.
It's not in the plan.
It's not in the plan.
You didn't get that channel?
I didn't get that channel, man.
That's hilarious.
You know, like I have dyslexia, man, and like it was growing up, it was quite. I have dyslexia.
Okay, and how does it manifest? Like, what problems does it give you?
Like reading in general, like sometimes comprehending a whole sentence I just read will just be so difficult.
Do you mix
up words, and I'll just take out words, and then the sentence just won't make any sense. Like, okay. For me, it's more with words than it is numbers. But yeah, growing up, like when I first got here, like that's when I got diagnosed, blah, blah, blah. And I remember my mom, because they put me in like special classes and whatnot. And then my mom one day just came in. She was pissed. She's like, my son is not special needs in Jesus' name. Literally pulled me out of that. She's like, no, we're going to sit here and read.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, okay. She's like, I'm not going to let them put a label on you for some reason. I'm like, listen, if there's a problem in this world, there's no problem that don't have no solution. So she got me a tutor. And then like, instead of getting extra hours to write my exam, she's like, no, you're going to write your exam with everybody else. Okay. Everybody else. And then like, you know, I mean, now I worked at a bank.
So was your mom was more hands-on than your dad?
Oh, without a doubt. My dad was the Amset dad that was present at all times.
Okay.
That's about, like, he worked a lot, man. Like, I never really saw my dad. In Nigeria, too, that's particularly why we moved here, because I never saw my dad at all. Because, like, the guy used to just, like, travel all the time, man. Like, he was pretty high up at Coca-Cola. So he was just flying in and out of everywhere. And, like, you know, he got the job at Suncor to, like, you know, I guess be around more for the family or whatnot. So my dad took like a huge pay cut to come to Fort Mac. So like the first year, I remember my dad just hated it because he was trapped.
To me, that sounds like the makings of the Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Story. I started to feel bad for your dad.
But that was cool as shit.
He's working so hard. He's in the African sun. He's living his life, and he's like, I got to go be around my family. So
my family all the time.
In Fort McMurray.
In Fort McMurray.
Just to be around my family more.
Yeah. God. No, my dad told me like this little spurts where my dad would just say some random shit. I'm like, man, that was deep. He's like, my homies used to roast me pretty much what he was saying when I decided to come to Fort Mac. He's like, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my dad, like I never really took in that decision for him to do that. You know what I mean? Because he literally did that for us. And I'm like, oh, my dad hasn't been around. My dad has been busting his ass all his life for me.
And he's around and you're over there dyslexic.
He's like, my dumbass kid.
Yeah, dumb. Yeah, he goes, I'm around. Now what, nigga? He goes, show me what you learned.
Like, Bola, what have you done with this kid? He can't even read. Yeah. It's like, what are you doing?
You go, I like glue. And he goes, this stupid ass kid. He goes, this is what I came to Fort. So they were hard. They were like hard on you.
So hard on me.
To graduate college and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I was like, my parents were like, well, if you want to do it, well, you're gonna do it while you go to school. This is what it is. There was no debate, no question. It's just what had happened. Like when I played basketball, I had to have an average of 85 to even touch a basketball. Like I would just like if it dipped below. Like one time I missed the whole tournament because I had 60 in English, which was my weakest course.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't go to my tournament.
So you do you feel like you're engaged now, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Thank you.
Do you feel like you're gonna take that into, in the future, or is it too early to even speak on?
No, I think about kids all the time. I love kids. For me, like when it comes to my parenting, like I've obviously I think about these things. I don't want to be like my parents, man. They were a little bit too much to a degree. I'm like, man, there's some scarring that I had to go figure out myself.
You're gonna cut a little more slack.
Yeah, cut a little bit more slack because, like, again, like with the nothing but the best thing, it's like it's really affected me from enjoying milestones.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, man. Like with every milestone I hit, I don't even get to enjoy it. I'm just kind of like, all right, what's next?
So yeah, that brings us to the Canada's Got Talent, man. That's congrats on that too.
Thank you. Thank you.
So is that something that since you recognize that, are you able to accept the good part of like a little bit of pat yourself on the back or go, okay, this was a good thing, and then keep it moving?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I usually what I do is if something like that comes out, I just take one night and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go celebrate, or at least pick a day where I'm gonna go celebrate. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just me and my lady. We'll go out to drinks just to celebrate what just happened. Yeah. And then next day we're back to work. But what I did learn from Canada's Got Talent thing is like now like a few more people know me. Yeah, I'm so shy. I got a lot shyer all of a sudden for some reason.
You and Mike Jackson now?
Yeah, man. I'm a little shy, man. People come up and talk to me.
Oh no!
I'm like, ah.
Oh no! Thank you so much.
You turned to a bitch.
I turned to a bitch, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like I walk into a room, I feel so shy, man. Like even like going to comedy shows, like I learned that I don't like I don't like getting compliments. And I think that's something I need to work on. Okay. Because the moments was like, oh, good shit, man. I just don't want to hear it for some reason.
Right. You start, oh, nah, it wasn't good, man. I was weak that day.
I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just talk about anything else.
Yeah. That's it is a thing that I think everybody who's not a complete like psychopath or something or sociopath will have some problems taking compliments. I know my boy Amir and I would talk about that, like being, especially with comedy, because it's such a vulnerable thing. Yeah. When you go on stage and you're like doing your thing and you get off stage and someone's like, and especially it's more vulnerable if you know you didn't kill, but you did like okay or something, and someone's going, man, that was great, man. You're great. And then you're like, nah, you got to come back on another day. And this, if you think this is great. And then the guy, then now you're chasing this fucking guy who just tried to compliment you. And you're like, no, but usually because, the timing and then the way that guy, they drop the check. And when they do that steps on the story. And then and all the person said was good job. You fucking asshole. So, yeah, I feel like you go through those, the longer you do it, you go through how your relationship is with the audience, with the fan or whatever. I've
definitely gotten better at that because I'm like, listen, I'm looking at this at a critical lens. If they enjoyed it, they come up to me to tell me they enjoyed it for a reason. It's not like they assholes or anything. So I'm just like, you know what? I just accept it. Like, thank you very much. Appreciate you. And then try not to take that personal for some reason. I'm just like, fuck, that sucked. You know what I mean?
Man, I remember when I was like that, and I miss those days. I used to be a nicer guy or whatever.
Are we having a breakthrough?
I'm not. No, there's not a break. No, there's no breakthrough. I'm not gonna get back to that.
Come on.
I'm not coming back. No. I don't. I just recognize my problems. I don't change them. Now, yeah, I look for some insult in the compliment. I don't take it at your word. I look for body language. I try to look through somebody's soul, man. If they're coming up to me just to cap, because in my mind people will do that, and I know not everyone does that. That's crazy to move like that. But the fact is, one of these people might do that, and I'm like, that is something that I've like. That's where I'm at with it. It's a real hostile relationship with the fan.
With a fan. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I told a guy he couldn't be. I broke up with a fan on a Tuesday night over the guy. I don't know if he was a fan, but he was talking to Spice. I just knew he was full of shit, and I smoked him out and pressed his buttons that brought out the real what I really wanted to know.
Yo, man,
So,
you don't take shit, man. That's what I respect about you so much.
It's a jam up though. It's really like, and I'm definitely not doing myself no favors, but it's just you got. I have a hard time, going along with the play. Yeah. Even if it's one line. Mm-hmm. If it's your play and you like when a comic bombs, right? The comic will bomb, and then they'll come off the stage. And if you're in the room, you know what I do now? Yeah. Like, say if I'm upstairs at Susie's room, and the comic, it's just me and them or something, they go down and they bomb, and I know they're gonna come back up, and it's just me. Dude. I'll leave.
Please. Dude, that's actually.
I'll make myself gone. Right? Because you gotta sit there, and now you gotta be part of their fucking play, where they go.
The audience, right?
Yeah, or they're like,
oh man, it's good.
Their eyes are just saying it, and then comics, hey, good set, man. Comics are the ones that's why I never trust compliments, because comics, your own coworkers, they'll walk outside, which this their job. I'm not doing, I'd be goddamn if I'm like, is Ola? Is he here to watch this joke? Like, no, man. This is for me.
This is for me, man.
Yeah, so I don't give a fuck what comics do. When comics go, hey, D, you're, because I'm closing it out.
Yeah.
They're like, I got it. If you don't get the fuck out my face. That's what I want to say. When a comic goes, hey, sorry, man, I gotta go do this. I said, we don't own
Go do your job.
We have no common interest. We don't date. We're not dating you. I'm not responsible for you. We're not in business together. Get out of here, man. Why are you still doing here? Go do the set. But then you gotta do this whole play. And I'm like, I want to end all that, man. I want to end because it's better to not say nothing or to say the truth.
Yeah.
And we're dealing with the truth, man. We go up, we do good. Yeah, good job or whatever. But if you do bad, it's like,
just
hey,
let it be.
Let it be. And then comic, no one told you to tell the guy good job. And then you didn't even see the set you were talking about. So you go, hey, good set. It's like, and then go, I gotta leave. It's like, why are you telling people these your fucking moves, man? No one cares.
I think the one that cheeses me off the most is when a comment goes up, bombs, and then comes up and then start complaining to me right before I'm about to go up. I'm like, dog, that's the most inconsiderate shit.
That's
my life. I'm like,
it's,
keep your energy to yourself. Comedy is all about energy, and you know that. Why are you telling me? I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I guess that's how it turned out for you. You know?
Yeah, you don't, and that's the thing. You don't want to swim too close to a drowning man.
Fact.
Yeah, that's what. So my mom.
That's like a bar.
That's my mom would always say that. My mom would always speak in those kind of riddles and shit. Not riddles, but like proverbs of like how to not get jammed up. Yeah. She be talking about. Yeah. She wrote all the Riddler's lines. And it's like how to just not get jammed up and how to just call bullshit and see bullshit, because this is our off time. This is our nighttime. This is work for us, but it's a choice. And so in that choice, why would I want to use that time to for you to come up, lie to me, and then we start doing this conversation?
Oh, yeah. You're so much better at leaving that, man. Honestly, I definitely watched you leave conversation like I was saying before, and I've gotten real good at just walking away from conversations I'm not interested in. Man, you know, and that's all because of you, man.
I'm turning you into an asshole.
No, boundary man, you know? I set my boundaries up. Like, this energy is sucking my soul dry, man. Oh, dude, I hate it when people walk up to me and be like, yo, let me run this bit by you. I'm like, no, try it on stage and see if it works. I'm not on this.
Run a bit by me, yeah. So, hey, like, man, hey, go to hell.
Try it there.
How about you go to hell?
Go to hell.
Like, what? No, yeah, I'll tell, but that's the thing, because in our house, like, we don't fake laugh.
Yeah.
That's another thing, too. Black Americans don't. We don't fake laugh.
No.
Actually, we do fake laugh That's not when it's funny. We'll add extra on to
Exactly. We'll let you know we like it.
We'll do the extra. We're with the dumb shit when it's really funny. Like it happens from like you know when you in the gym and someone gets dunked on.
Yeah.
Right. The bigger the reaction, you become part of it.
Yeah.
If you can, you know, coon and buffoon. Go full cooning. Yeah, you're going full cooning, but then you're running around, you're making a scene. It's ignorant, man, but it's like the best. It's that extra sauce.
Extra sauce, man.
But if it's not funny, it's just like that you want a person to know that you hate. Like when someone tries to, there's some. I guess some offends black people that if you try to be funny and it's not, it's like
get out of here.
Yeah, how dare you? You
waste
know,
my time.
Yeah. Yeah, who brought this fucking guy? Like,
who is this dude?
Yeah, so I think I have that attitude, you know. So it's a hard thing to balance, man. With in the business of being liked on stage. I did a show last night, and it was fucked up because the show was good, the crowd was good. One table was great, but they were too great. They were too on board. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have any more fight in me to tell a heckler to calm down, especially when they're on board. Like they were jumping in on the setup. They were laughing, but it was like it was fucking up the timing. Yeah. But it wasn't like they meant wrong. It was a tough predicament,
it's
right?
Worse than a good heckler. You know what I mean?
It's not. It's weird, man.
In a weird way. I don't know how to even explain it.
It's not a good heck. It's like a good heckler when you're bombing at someone funnier than you. Then it's like they're better. Yeah. That's different. This was like I'm doing my thing, and they're like, "Woo!" You know what I mean? like at a weird. When you hear a woo, you go, "Oh man, fuck."
You, man. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm like, fuck you. I wasn't even funny yet.
I didn't say nothing. And then I say the setup, and they go, I said, yeah, man, what's up with the people need, you know, what do you need a bag? Everyone asks you if you need a bag, and they go, bag drop. I go, what? It was fun. It was like funny, but it was like they were so on the money with it that I couldn't. There was nothing I could be like, hey, stop that. I go, man, you guys are having so much fun. You're fucking up the show, but who cares? I look at the crowd. I go, you ain't gonna do shit. I said, so don't look at me like that. I go, I'm not gonna do shit like that. These people are having a good time. I said, little Methy and the Henderson, there was like a meth crew, you know, like a Breaking Bad kind of.
Oh, shit.
I said, they're just turned up, man. And so sometimes you gotta just, you know, you gotta ride that too and let people, that's for me. I was being like, man, I'm not gonna fight these people. They just let unvaccinated people indoors. Mm-hmm. So they was they were little dinges. Yeah, so I said, man, turn up, man. You know, I can talk this shit any other night. Yeah, but so I do the show. I did my time, you know, got my laughs, and then but it wasn't like, oh, this show, I'm gonna tape this and put this out. It was just what it was. And I was so tired though, I just said, this is my last bit of juice. Boom, closer. I said thanks, and I put the mic down. And the host was never ready, never professional. Had to run. Yeah, sprinting. Where are you running from? Where the fuck are you? This is not that big of a venue.
That's your only job.
Yeah, this is your only job. I'm wrapping up. Be there. What are these people doing, man? I can't say any of this. If I said any of this to anyone, then I'd be a bully. You understand? I would be bullying people if I said, maybe this. I hosted for years, and I still will host. Mm-hmm. I like hosting. When I'm hosting, I'm into the show. Yeah, you talk to your shit. You're gonna be getting seen the most. Yeah. But motherfuckers don't even care about that, man. And then so I said thanks, and then supposed to be someone to grab the mic. I put it right down. And then during that time, I walked right out the door, and then I just kept walking out the casino. And then people were trying to stop me. They go, "Hey, you was on the show." I said, "Yep, that was me." And then some girl said, "Can I get a phone?" I said, "No, man." I don't have enough fans. I'm gonna give them away because I didn't have the energy to do it after. Because I know after the show they would have been like, "Great job dealing with that table." I'm like, "Where were you at? Shut up." And then that table would have been like, "You were great." I'm like, "I know, man, but you guys suck."
Yeah.
So I gauge my fans now. I'm like, "Are you good enough to be my fan?" So that's why I don't have a lot of fans. I think that's why maybe I'm making up shit, but I said, "What the fuck you?" So I just their energy. That was the point of the story. Was I had to get out of there. Guy chased me down. And I go, "What the fuck?" He goes, "Dino, hey, great job, man." I said, "Cool." So it's like, if I have a hard time sitting there doing the bullshit. That's I'm 39. I'm like, I feel like Danny Glover and fucking Lethal Weapon, man. I feel like I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah.
I've been over that shit.
Nah, I feel you, man.
Yeah.
I was in customer service for way too long, bro. So like, my job at TD was just dealing with bullshit all day, Yeah. So I go to my happy place in my head for a second. Usually when someone's talking about some bullshit, I'm just like, happy place.
Yeah, see, that was the thing. Getting back to the beginning, and we'll wrap it up here. Was when I first met you. I remember you had that energy, and your name was Ola Dada. You worked at a bank. I said, "This guy is he?" Ola Dada, the bank, you're Nigeria. Goes, "This guy is scammer." You offered me a ride. I goes, "This guy is
what does he want?"
Yeah, what does he want? That's what I was racist. That's what I was trying to say.
You profiled me.
I profiled you. I sure as shit did. I profiled you.
When you got the keynote, you're probably like,
I go, "Wait, this nigga asking for a ride. Where's my?" Yeah, man. But no, I really, I respect you, man, and it's been dope to see you. To see you get better at it, man, and stay on that path. And so hearing how your mindset is, about your family and your approach, I respect hard. It's crazy for people to brag about hard work. Yeah. This is what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
But I respect people who take they craft seriously.
Very much.
And so salute, man, for what you're doing and when we do have our live show, you're gonna be on it. But we'll probably have you back on this thing.
The audio just cut out for a reason I don't know. We have tape. I think we just lost basically the last 3-4 minutes.
Oh, okay. So that was just a wrap up.
Yeah, do you want to redo the wrap up?
Yeah. Yeah, hey man, thanks for coming, man. Like I said, I don't know if they caught that, but you got my respect. Whatever the fuck that's worth. The Laurel Larry respects you, kid. No, you approach the game seriously, man, and you're gonna do good, and you're already doing good. You're gonna do great, man. Let's speak positivity and real shit, cause you gotta. All you can do is put your best effort out.
100%, man.
And do the job, man, and be funny. So you're doing that, man.
I wouldn't be here without guys like you to look up to. You feel me? To be honest, I'm dead serious. I feel like you need to hear this too, bro.
Yes, sir.
What does he want?
Yeah, No, I appreciate it.
Honestly, man, I remember the first time I saw it at Susie's room, I was like, God damn, like that smooth rock joke still sits with me. Like,
oh, the dick
smooth,
the
dick smooth. So I was like, damn, that shit's funny as fuck.
The dick is so smooth. It's been in a river. It's been a river for 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
That's a good video.
That shit was good, man. I'm like, this is fucking dope. I need to get to know this dude, bro.
Yeah, no, and that's what I've been the only, POC, one of the only POCs. Not that really matters, but it does in the sense of like funny people from different cultures represented, and this city definitely needs that. Mm-hmm. And you're doing that. You're one of the cats doing that. So I salute that, man. I want that. I champion that in the community, and it's like we're building it, and you're an important part of that. So I'm looking forward to seeing where you take it, man, and taking it all the way, fearlessly or whatever, however you throw it down, man. It's gonna be a fun journey, man. And I'm not saying this as like some old guy I will retire, but not yet. Not yet. I still got a lot of shit to say. So yeah, man, we it's just gonna be a lot of cooking going on, and I'm excited about. That excites me.
Yeah.
I'm not like presently excited about it, but I know when I go in the room and it's cats like you in there, I'm like, okay, this is in good hands, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, we'll do this again, man. Ola Dada, Strictly Beloved. You already know what time it is. It's COVID time, baby.